Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California, the knockout kings you've been waiting for.
Carlos Kramer and his kick-ass radio show. Presented by Kramer Insurance.
Yes! All right, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Kramer's Kick-Ass Radio with the Brave Combat Roundup. Are you kidding me? We're giving you the Brave Roundup with the up-to-date, what's going on with Brave Combat Federation, where we've been, where we're going, what we are doing as a roaring lion inside of the cage for Brave Combat Federation. I am honored to what we have done and what we continue to do. Many people are calling Brave CEO and President Mohammed Shahid a prophet. Well, I'll tell you what, he has done everything he has said to do and more. This man is incredible. He has a vision. He is doing it all with the help of, an incredible team over at Brave. And we do have to give all of our thanks to Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. For you, Your Royal Highness, you are making it all happen. Your vision, your leadership, your inspiration, and your support is what make Brave Combat Federation what it is today. We are so impressed with the entire team. We just got back from Curitiba, Brazil. That's right, Battle in Brazil, and that was quite a show. We had an amazing crowd. The people in Curitiba, Brazil, obrigado, Curitiba. You guys rock. Every single Brazilian that was on that card, every single Brazilian that was in that crowd, every single Brazilian that was our hosts, our taken care of with hospitality and amazing courtesy, companionship, and treating us as if we were family. We want to thank you. Obrigado, Brazil. It was an amazing venture over there. And I'll tell you what, we had an incredible time, and we had some of the best fights in the world. Now, Brave Combat Federation is putting country versus country for worldwide bragging rights. It's good for everyone to know as you're catching on the train, the Brave train that is, for what we are doing globally. We are going to places like Brazil, India, and the list goes on and on. We can't say exactly where we're going this year, but we have many appearances that are booked already. We just can't talk about. Our big one that we're coming up with is Abu Dhabi. That's right. On Monday, I'm taking a flight out now, just getting my sea legs back, and I'm going to Abu Dhabi, and we're going to make it rain over there. The headlining event, the main event in Abu Dhabi, Masio Fulin, who is an absolute savage. Great striking, a tough warrior. You saw him in a previous Brave come out on top. He's going against Elias Smile Budegsdam. I'll tell you what, Elias Budegsdam is a grappling wizard. This man is incredible on the ground. 11 of his 13 wins are by way of submission. He is really a top elite grappler. He took out my man Yael Watson from San Diego in a triangle. That's what he does. That's his favorite move, and that's going to be the headlining event. This is absolute thunder that we have on this. So I just want to let you know, Wade, we have got our guest coming up right now. He is the man, and we're waiting as he comes on. He's vice president of Brave Combat Federation in Europe. This man has taken Brave and has worked so hard since he's been in, right under Mohammed Shahid, our president, and has formed a unity and a gel and a bond with our team like never before. Gustavo Firmino is our guest, and you're going to be coming up right now in a little bit. We're looking forward to having him. He said he's called in. He's on.
I'm actually on right now.
Oh, he's on right now. Gustavo, how are you, my brother?
Hello, Carlos. Thank you very much for the kind words. I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know what, brother? We have talked, we have gelled, we have met each other, we became brothers, and then we absolutely decapitated the event in Curitiba, Brazil. Can you tell our Brave family on Brave Roundup what that event was all about, the excitement, the electricity, just the passion?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such an amazing experience for me personally. Obviously, I'm Brazilian, so for Brave to host the first event, international event rather, in Brazil, in my home country, and just having the fans so excited and having fun, and we had such an amazing fight. The event was just perfect. It was just the introduction of Brave to the Brazilian fans, and I cannot wait to come back and host the next one.
And Gustavo, we have to, I mean, I've never been treated better in my life. Our Brazilian family over there, we thank you from the bottom of our heart for your hospitality and the love. And you know what? They are so appreciated and appreciative of the love that Brave Combat can give and the exposure and how we can change lives. And we really mean that. We're a company for the fighters. And we have a message from our president, Mohammed Shahid, that you would like to share as well.
That's correct. Just a second, I'm opening it right now. And here we go. So this is from our CEO, President Mohammed Shahid. And here's the message. Thanks to all the Brave fans that are showing support from all around the world and understanding our vision for the sport of MMA. Brave has grown into the past 8 months at a very fast pace. 33 different countries in the third event, and some of the major networks around the world. The fighters roster is looking great every day, with the best fighters all around the world are now able to compete with the actual best from around the world. Brave is looking to make history for the MMA industry in 2017. That's his message.
Amazing words from our president and CEO, Mohammed Shahid. I was talking about, the incredible job that you have done. You have an incredible business background. You're incredibly business savvy. You've been an incredible addition to the Brave roster that is just overflowing with talent. Gustavo, how excited are you to be working directly under a man like Mohammed Shahid, that when he says something, he actually does it, and he does it times 100?
Exactly. It's really I'm really flattered to and it's such a great opportunity for me to work under him. He's a natural leader. He really has an incredible vision in taking Brave and the athletes to the next level. And also, I need to mention here, it's an honor to be working with him, with you. The whole team is great. The team here in Brazil, I need to mention Cesar Silva, who is the vice president of Brave in Brazil.
Love Cesar. Let's give Cesar a big shout out. What an incredible
shout out to Cesar.
Shout out Cesar, my brother. You were going to say Melo too, correct?
That's correct. And Melo Silva, he's an executive director. So and I can go on and on, but just the whole team is great. Like great personalities. Everybody's so different from different backgrounds, and I think that's what forms the Braves team. Such a strong team that is taking Brave to the next level and growing exponentially.
So, explaining to our crowd, they're following me, they're, my fans, and I love you all, each and every one of you, following me on this incredible journey, Gustavo, that we're going together with Mohammed, with Sheikh Khalid, leading the way, and all of our team. It just is so exciting to see country versus country for worldwide bragging rights, but by fighting, we are uniting. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Exactly.
What a great concept. Amazing, right?
It's a great concept, and that's Mohammed's vision and our vision is to really take Brave to every single country. So if they ask what is our goal, well, it's the international expansion rapidly, and we want to be in every single country and having fighters from every country. So for instance, here in Brazil, we had Mexicans, we had, obviously Brazilians, Americans, from Middle East, and that's our goal. It's really to connect.
Gustavo,
and have fighters for.
We're going to
Yes.
take a quick break, my brother. No, we're going through. Wade allowed it. 2 more minutes. Sorry to cut you off. Keep going, my brother.
All right. So yeah, real quick. So just completing the line of thought. We want to host events everywhere and have fightings from every single country. So we have really a unique and global MMA organization. So that's our goal, and I'm super excited to be part of that.
You know, when I talk to, Muhammad Shahid, and we get some great conversations in what I do in my interviews with him and whatnot, when I talked about Brave, and he talked about exclusively saying, hey, this is for the fighters. This is for the guys that are putting it out there, that don't get the exposure, that aren't getting the love. And we're not in competition with anybody, which I love. We're in competition with ourselves and seeing how big we can go. But if you go into a place like the Philippines, for instance, like India, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and you start giving a little bit of love and support and an ability for these fighters to not only get exposure, but to take their families who have sacrificed so much to the next level, right? In the sport that they love, we're providing that.
Yes, that's correct. And I've heard from so many fighters here that they really appreciated all the support we have given them. And since the first day in the company, what Shahid, his vision, what he has shared with us is literally the most important thing are the fighters.
My brother, we're coming back with our next segment. You're listening to Carlos Kramer's Brave Roundup. We've got Brave Vice President of Europe, Gustavo Firmino, on the line. He's joining us on WSRadio.com and Rock Rage Radio. Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kramer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kramer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KramerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. Vin Village connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Hi, Mary. Our growth has me looking for new furniture, but I can't find the right vendor. Can you help?
For sure.
Do you know a company that will give me a great value?
For sure.
Do you know a company that provides great selection?
For sure.
Do you know a company that is professional and responsive?
For sure, it's Shore. Shore Office Warehouse has been providing great value, service, and selection for over 40 years. It's Shore, for sure. ShoreOfficeWarehouse.com.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California, the knockout kings you've been waiting for.
Carlos Kramer and his kick-ass radio show. Presented by Kramer Insurance.
Yes. I like that intro. You know why I like that intro, Wade? I gave that intro. That was for an Uncle Junkie song that I did called Mr. Badass. You can look that up. Look the name Uncle Junkie. I'm the ring announcer in there and had a blast with them. They were fantastic. We're on the line with Brave Combat Federation Europe Vice President Gustavo Firmino. Gustavo, you are absolutely kicking butt. Let's talk about some highlights that you would like to talk about from Brave battle in Brazil.
Sure. So, yes, it's so difficult to actually talk about highlights because I really loved the whole event and all the fights.
So many, right? So many great fights.
Exactly. And all the fights, they really delivered. So congratulations to all the fighters. They really did an amazing job. The highlights, I would actually, most of my highlights would come from the main card because during the preliminary fight, I was still, behind the scenes and making sure that the event and looking at the operations and things and looking and making sure that things were going as planned, obviously, but I would say that the preliminary fight that really impressed me was the first one, Max Lima against Bruno Roverso, which is the last fight that we signed for this card. These two young kids, they are Max from Evolution Thai and Bruno from Shooter Box, so rival gyms. And
two great
really
rival gyms.
Yes,
right?
Amazing gyms.
Amazing.
And they went after it.
Really did. I mean, and two young guys with that passion and that fury. This is a card, by the way, that 8 of the 10 fights, ladies and gentlemen, booked by the great Manolo Hernandez. Give it up for Team Hurricane Awesome in San Diego Combat Academy, 10th Planet. Manolo Hernandez, who's our matchmaker, just set up the night. 8 out of the 10 fights did not go to decision. That's how much passion these guys had in the cage that night. You know, what a great about that you mentioned there. One cannot take away from the main event, right, with Mineiro Martins. I mean, he was just an animal. Lucas just making it happen. One of Brazil's best prospects and an incredible striker, Lucas Mineiro Martins. I mean, look out for this guy.
Exactly, and Lucas he's from my region in Brazil. He had his opponent replaced just a few days before the fight due to an injury, and Fabian Galvan from Mexico, he stepped in and he actually impressed me as well. He had really fast hands. He impressed me actually on the open workouts already. He looked so fast, and Lucas, it was just an incredible fight, and Lucas finished it with a Darce choke. It was I was really impressed by both of them. Fabian didn't have that much time for preparation, so I'm looking forward to the next fight that he's going to take part of.
Yeah, I mean, what a stud. There was a lot of back and forth in that fight. Going to the co-main event, I mean, what can you say about Carlston Harris? I mean, this man took on the Monstro. Thiago Monstro Vieira, who many were looking at as saying this is going to be another easy fight for the Monstro. He's 8-1 coming in. Talked to Carlston Harris before the bout, and he said, you know what? Don't think that so fast. I have a different style. I am kind of like a blanket on a guy. It's very hard to get rid of me, and I will stick to you and impose my will and then get the job done. And wow, did Carlston Harris deliver.
Exactly. I was astonished by that fight.
Astonished. He didn't give Monstro time to breathe at all.
Exactly. And I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I've been competing jiu-jitsu on the high level. And what he did was literally to stick to, after the takedown, Thiago didn't have time to breathe, and he didn't have any space to, he reposed the guard. Carlson had an incredible grappling that, even though he didn't get the finish on the ground, he tired Thiago out through the whole fight, and then he had his his opportunities to finish on standing. So that was an amazing display of grappling superiority.
Amazing display. And you know what? We've got to give it up to you, Gustavo, in your 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu out there. You've got a lot of things going on with 10th Planet out there. You've trained with Boogeyman and Gio Martinez out here from 10th Planet, who are world known. Tell us a little bit about, real quick, you've got a seminar coming up, don't you, in April?
Yes, that's a very good topic to talk about.
Hey,
this is my passion.
We might as well. It's Brave Roundup.
Right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, yes, I trained with Gio and Boogie in training camp in Cyprus last year, which was an amazing opportunity. I am a purple belt under Master Jeremy Fields, and I train under who is a black belt under Eddie Bravo. And, yes, we do have a training camp coming up on next month in April, 23rd until 28th. It's going to be a training camp with five coaches. So there will be also Nathan Orchard, Sean Bollinger, Gio Martinez will be there. I will be teaching as well. So that will be a great opportunity. Also, like Brave does, connecting jiu-jitsu practitioners from all around the world that will be coming to Amsterdam to train jiu-jitsu with us. So I can't wait for that.
That's fantastic. And you know what? Your 10th Planet is growing out there, correct? I mean, and it's nice to see how Gio and Richie Martinez are getting, as the Freak Brothers, worldwide attention, and they really deserve it. They really are great, humble, incredible students of the game.
Yes, they come from this breakdancing background, and they have just a completely different and very creative style, which is amazing to watch. And it's just a pleasure. I've already seen them teaching, and all the students are just so hooked, and it's just an amazing experience to be taught by those guys.
Well, big shout out to Gio and Richie and the 10th Planet teams all over the world. We support at Brave all of our teams that are working so hard, and we give you the exposure and the credibility and respect and the support that you deserve all over, because we have so many guys. I've always said, Gustavo, that Brave is different because it's for the fighters, by the fighters. I mean, every one of us from top to bottom is really a fighter underneath and has trained and has given the commitment and sacrifice, and therefore we know how to treat the fighters. We know how to treat the staff. Everybody is treated like family. From, Muhammad on down, it's just a different type of organization that has your back and is worried about you as a person, not as a fighter.
That's perfect. Perfect explanation of what Brave does and what Brave represents. As I was saying in the last segment, something that I learned since the beginning is that the most important asset for us are the fighters. And we are instructed to treat them as like they are our stars. Like we just put on the show for them to go there, and like they are the show. So it's just incredible to see an organization that take care of their main assets, the fighters who go there, put it on the line, and they train so hard all day, every day. And it's just an amazing experience to see how they are happy about it, how the fighters are always during the fight week in the hotel, they were just like showing showing how much they appreciate the love we give and all the attention for all the details. And that's what we're going to continue doing.
And it's amazing, too, if you go to a Brave show, I mean, you're not only going to see the fighters, you're going to see a production like you've never seen. And believe me, I've worked in many organizations, and I have been around the block for a long time in mixed martial arts, and I have never seen anything like a Brave, and that's period, and that's from head to toe. And you can explain a little, Gustavo. If you do go into a show, you're going to get the incredible sound, the incredible lighting. You've got the highlights and the big diamond vision boards of the fighters. You've got the incredible music. You've got me thunderously roaring in the cage, right? And we've got the fighters, and everybody is so amped up. The fans just seem on another level than a normal mixed martial arts promotion. Everyone cares so much to put on such a good show, and it really, really works.
Yes, definitely. The intensity, I think, it's just from everywhere. From the who is putting together the plan for the production, all the lights and those LEDs, those giant LEDs, showing amazing videos and keeping the crowd entertained. Obviously, you're the voice in the cage, just pumping everybody up. It's just everybody all around is just so connected because we just love so much what we do. As you mentioned before, all the executives, they are fighters as well. Caesar, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt.
He's an amazing black belt, right?
He's an amazing black belt, yes. And I've already experienced that myself. He's an amazing black belt.
Love that. You know what is great? Isn't it great being so, I mean, in a sport where it's funny to say you've been tapped out. I mean, you actually love it, right? It's a humbling, it brings you together, the brotherhood.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Caesar's tapped me out.
Yes.
Hey, Gustavo, will you join us for one more segment?
All right.
All right. We're going to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Kramer's Brave Comeback Roundup on Rock Rage Radio and WS Radio. We'll be right back with VP of Europe, Gustavo Firmino.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months.